All right, today we're diving into the secret history of a creature we all think we know, the unicorn. But trust me, its real story is way more wild, ancient, and honestly, just more fascinating than you can probably imagine. Yep, when you hear the word unicorn, this is probably what pops into your head, right? A dazzling, rainbow-maned creature that's become this global symbol of magic, glitter, and just pure fun.
But here's the thing. Was the unicorn always this friendly, sparkly icon? Spoiler alert, not even close. So today, we're going to peel back all those layers of myth and pop culture to find out where this legendary beast truly came from.
So our journey is going to start thousands of years ago, long before any fairy tales we know. To find the first unicorn, we actually have to look at ancient writings from places like Greece, India, and China. First things first, let's just look at the name. It's super straightforward. It comes right from Latin, uni, which means one, and cornu, which means horn, so a one-horned animal. The name is simple, but oh boy, its history is anything but.
Now, you might think the whole unicorn thing started in some European fairy tale, but that's not the case at all. The very first accounts of one-horned animals actually pop up in ancient texts from all over the globe, from writers in China, India, and even Greece.
For instance, if you look at a lot of Asian myths, you'll find a creature called the Qilin. Now, it's not a perfect match, but it shares a lot of those unicorn-like qualities. It was seen as this really gentle, peaceful creature, and if one showed up, it meant good luck was on the way, or that a great ruler had just been born. And this is where we hit the biggest surprise in the unicorn's backstory. The ancient creature was nothing like our modern one. I mean, early descriptions talk about a fierce, wild beast that had features like a goat and even a lion's tail, a total 180 from the gentle, sparkly horse we know today.
Okay, let's jump forward a bit to the Middle Ages. This is where the myth really starts to evolve. It was a time when that line between fantasy and reality was, well, it was pretty blurry. And for a lot of people, the unicorn wasn't a myth at all.
No, really. For folks in medieval Europe, unicorns weren't make-believe. They were considered a very real, though very rare, animal. You'd actually find them listed in books about natural history, right there next to real-world animals like lions and elephants. And get this, the belief was so strong that map makers would literally mark on their maps where you could find unicorns. They'd point to these remote parts of the world, usually somewhere like India or Ethiopia, and label it as unicorn territory. People genuinely thought you could just go out and find one.
So why was everyone so obsessed with them? Well, it's because they were believed to have these incredible magical powers. A unicorn's horn, which was called an alicorn, was said to neutralize any poison instantly. They were also thought to be totally immune to disease and could even heal sick people. So yeah, that made them pretty much the most valuable creature you could possibly imagine.
Okay, so from medieval magic, let's leap over to a place where the unicorn's legacy isn't just a memory, but it's officially celebrated, even today. You might not believe this, but the national animal of Scotland is the unicorn. That's right, a mythical creature holds one of the highest honors a nation can give to an animal, and it's been a symbol of Scotland for centuries. So, why the unicorn? Well, because in all the old stories, it stands for the exact ideals that Scotland really values. It's this proud, untamable creature that symbolizes purity, noble strength, and an unbreakable spirit of freedom. So how in the world do we get from a fierce, powerful beast and a national symbol to the rainbow-colored icon we see on everything today? Let's bring this story into the modern age.
I mean, the unicorn's journey has been going on for thousands of years. For most of that time, it was a symbol of wildness and magical power. But its transformation into a global pop culture thing, that's actually incredibly recent. It almost all happened within the last decade or so.
And that pop culture explosion has been absolutely massive. The modern unicorn has galloped into pretty much every part of our lives, right? From fashion and food to hit toys and emojis, its influence is just everywhere. So, through this whole journey, the unicorn has basically shed its fierce past to become something brand new. Today, it's this universal symbol of magic, hope, and positivity that connects with everybody, from kids to adults. It's like a beacon of just pure, uncomplicated joy.
So the unicorn has transformed from this fearsome beast in ancient texts to a real animal on medieval maps, and finally to a global icon of pure joy. Its history is just amazing proof of how myths can change and evolve right along with us. It really makes you wonder, what's next for the unicorn?